Well, good afternoon, everybody. A stormy day across East Texas. Certainly good that we had the total eclipse yesterday. We would not be able to see it today. The rain has reached Longview, 64 degrees currently. We have an east-southeast wind at 9 miles per hour. And today we expect it to be a warm day, as we will see those temperatures, which are right now in the 70s, go a little higher than that. They are in the 60s as you move northward more into the rain that we're seeing. Not as much rain so far in deep East Texas, but as things develop later this afternoon, could get a bit stormy there in the southern part of the area. These are the forecast highs. We're expecting to see upper and mid 70s, and then we across the frontal boundary where temperatures will be cooler to the north there into the 70s across the northern part of the area. This means the tornado threat will be a bit higher in the southern part of the area where it is warmer, and the hail threat a little bit more in the northern sections where it is cooler. You can see that warm front lies right across East Texas at this point. We've seen thunderstorms developing down in central Texas. Earlier today we did have a severe thunderstorm and tornado warnings for that area. We also had one which affected Henderson and Van Zandt counties in East Texas, but all of that activity has expired, at least in our area. Here's a look without the fronts put on there, so you can see the storms a little bit better, and it has been active this morning throughout much of the central and eastern parts of the state, as well as points back toward the northwestern parts of Texas this morning. A closer look shows that we do still have some flooding going on. These are flash flood warnings in effect where you see the green areas right up to the Trinity River on the western edge of our area. The rain, though, continues to spill northward into the northern sections of our area, and we've seen some hefty amounts of rainfall. Temple, about 7 inches of rain so far, and in parts of East Texas anywhere from 3 to 5, and in some cases in Harrison County almost 6 inches of rain in the last 24 hours. Now, we've been tracking a pretty strong storm, which right now is just south of Fairfield. No warnings on that storm at this point, but it is one that we are keeping an eye on to see if it might manage to maintain itself as it moves into the northern sections of East Texas. Again, we're seeing some of the heavier rain spill across the northern areas north of Interstate 20. Southern part of the area, deep East Texas, not so much at this point, but as these storms continue to fill into the west, they will be tracking across parts of deep East Texas. And again, this will be an area where we could see some tornadic activity during the afternoon, so you'll certainly want to pay attention and keep up with the weather. A tornado watch is in effect until 5 o'clock. It includes 3 of our counties in the west: Houston County, Anderson County, and Henderson County there in the western part of the area so far with the tornado watch in effect for East Texas, but that could be expanded eastward as we move on through the afternoon. Tornado probability, about 10% that you would have a tornado in deep East Texas in the area that you see in yellow within any point, within 25 miles of any point within that yellow area of deep East Texas, and about a 5% chance of within 25 miles of any point in the brown area there. That will include the area up through Interstate 20, and then as you move northward of there, a less tornado probability, but again, we could see some hail in some of those northern counties. Severe weather outlook: an enhanced risk of severe storms along and south of Interstate 20, a slight risk from Interstate 20 up to Interstate 30, and a marginal risk of severe storms north of Interstate 30. All forms of severe weather will be possible. That's damaging winds, large hail, tornadoes, and some heavy rainfall in the area. That is for the rest of today and on into tomorrow morning. Then the rest of the day on Wednesday, we'll have a slight risk of severe storms in mainly our eastern counties. There's a marginal risk for the western sections of the area. That will last through early Thursday. Good news is that after that, things should be wrapping up. Well, here's how we expect things to go this afternoon. About 2 o'clock, the storms will be invading the central portions of the area into our eastern counties by 4 o'clock this afternoon, and then pretty much, at least with this wave, moving on toward the east by 6 o'clock this evening. However, as we get into the overnight hours there, just after midnight, we'll have storms approaching the western sections of the area by 3 o'clock. Should be reaching Palestine, Jacksonville, Tyler vicinity, and stretching eastward, continuing to move eastward into our eastern counties there by 5 o'clock Wednesday morning. But then after that, things will improve as we expect to see better weather leading up to the weekend. Here's a look at your next 7 days, and we will have the scattered thunderstorms today, calmer weather as we approach the weekend. Early next week, a few isolated storms possible on Monday, and again on Tuesday we could see some activity in the East Texas area. Deep East Texas, more storms today, and of course wherever you are, keep an eye on the weather.